Hello everybody, this is Daniel from DisneyGeekery.com, and today we're going to be reviewing the Disney Lego Castle set. So, as you can see, this is the box. The box is actually pretty large. It's like 2 feet tall and about 5 inches thick. So, this is not easy to walk out of the store with, but it's definitely one of the coolest Lego sets that I've done. Of course, I'm a Disney fan, but I'm also a Lego fan. Even non-Disney Lego sets I like to collect and put together. But this one wasn't, I wouldn't say challenging, but it was very time consuming. This one took me about 4 days, and I worked maybe 2-3 hours a night on it. But yeah, we'll go through the details. I've already got this thing put together, and we'll go through the components and all the little secrets and everything, and you can judge for yourself. This set will run you about $350 plus tax. It is set for public release September 1st, 2016. And if you're a LEGO VIP member, you can actually order it now. But I have to let you know these things are going fast. So try to get it. I know $350 is a bit of an investment, but for those that know how LEGO sets are, this will probably hold its value pretty well, especially when it's discontinued. And at this time, we don't know if Disney will be releasing any other parts of this set or if this is just kind of a one-off, but time will tell. So let's go ahead and talk more about the set. All right, so the first thing I want to mention is that the instruction manual is huge. I mean, you could probably knock somebody out with this thing. This thing is about an inch thick. Let's see how many pages. I mean, you can see we're already in the 400s here. It's got about close to 500 pages worth of instructions. Not all the pages have a lot of detailed instructions. Sometimes you're just using 1 or 2 pieces per, but it is very, very thorough. The set actually requires, I think it was about 14 bags worth, and you can work your way through one bag at a time. So it makes it easy to break up, where you can kind of do it like a chapter in a book, where you can do, bag 1, 2, 3, and then call it a night, or you can just go through the whole thing. But the book is huge, so work your way through it. It's got all the instructions you need. The bags are very self-descriptive, and it lets you know which bag you need for which part. So let's go through the minifigs first, and then we'll go through the 3 parts of the castle, and then we'll show you what it looks like when it's fully complete. Alright, so as we mentioned, this set comes with 5 minifigures. It comes with Donald, Daisy, Tinkerbell, Minnie, and Mickey. So as you can see, Mickey in his bow tie, Minnie in the polka dot dress. These are just built like any other Lego pieces. They do come, some of them come with this like cloth accessory. My favorite one is probably Tinkerbell, just because of how detailed it looks and how she looks as a minifig. So as you can see there, she's got her wand, she's got a cloth skirt. The hair is really cool. It's got kind of that sassy look on her face, and then she's got the wings. So this is probably one of the more intricate ones of the 5, but they all look great, and they all kind of look good as kind of Disney Parks reference to the whole Mickey and Friends thing. So here again, sorry if the lighting's a little poor, but we've got Donald, Daisy, Tink, and of course Mickey and Minnie. So this is the front part of the castle, but we're going to go over the 2 spires first, and then we'll show you kind of 360 view, and then we will put it together and show you what this whole thing looks like as one. So starting with the very top spire, this is it from the bottom. Now this starts about halfway through the set, and this is the highest part of the castle. So this is the top spire there. As you can see, this is pretty big. This is maybe 1.5 feet in height, and this is the front side of it. And as you can see, this is incredibly detailed, and this is where a lot of the time-consuming things come into play, where you're kind of putting all these little pieces together just for the accents. So there's a lot of accented pieces on this, and we'll go ahead and we'll rotate this around so you can see it all the way around. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into some detail here, and you can see what the rooms look like, because a lot of the detail actually is on the inside of this. So let's tilt it up so we can get some lighting in there. So this is the top room. Not much happening here. This is just kind of one of the pods where a lot of the windows are. So this interior doesn't have much, but it does have a lot of accents for what the outside looks like. Now the second room here is one of my favorite. This is the magic mirror and the cauldron with the apple on it, and of course this is in reference to the Snow White story. And so this is the second room on the spire. Now this is a smaller one, but as we get into the bigger parts of the castle, we'll show you the larger rooms and kind of the bigger details on these. So moving on, this is this one is kind of weird. This is a little cannon room, which is very cool, and I'll go ahead and show you that in a moment. But this one comes with a chest with scissors, a cut of hair, and a hairbrush. So a little bit odd to be putting that together, but that box actually closes, and that's our little treasure chest. But as I mentioned, so here's a cannon that actually points to the outside, and this thing is really cool. Let me see if I can get one of these going here. But this is a functional Lego cannon, and you put some pieces together here. Let me see if I can do this with the camera in the hand. Okay, so we cannot do this with the camera in the hand, but here you go. So this is a little Lego cannon that we have here, and this is fully adjustable. And there's a little switch on top that will fire this. So let's see if we can get that going. And surprisingly, that went pretty far. That went about 3 feet. And no, I want to say maybe close to 4 or 5 feet. That actually went pretty far. And there's nothing mechanical about it, no springs or anything like that, but it does use the kind of the pressure of the Lego piece in there, and it just pops it out. So it uses that pressure to fire a little Lego piece that you put together, and comes with 4 of those once completed. So now let's go ahead and take one last look at the top spire, and we will move on to the next piece. Alright, and this is the middle piece on the castle. This one also has a couple of the smaller spires that you can see there. Again, the detail on this is immaculate. You've got like the brick patterns there, and again, a lot of accents, and little things like these white accents, these shingles, are very time consuming in a way, but you know, when it's done, I've got to say I'm extremely happy with the outcome. So we'll just start from the top here and kind of slowly work our way down. And this little gated area here is where that previous spire is going to go. You can take a look at the windows. Got a little spire there. Also a secret compartment there, which we'll show you right now. But let's go ahead and turn this around, and we'll show you what's inside each of the rooms. Okay, this one's going to be a bit harder to tip over to get some lighting, but let's see if we can do that for you. So, as you can see, this is again where our top spire is going to go, and we'll put that together for you shortly, and you can see the whole thing together. And here we have a bedroom, and again, more great detail, some wonderful accents here. So a nice fancy bed, and a nice little bedroom. Here we have a little bit of a throwback to Fantasia. You can see Mickey's hat there. In there is a book, couple of mops, and some buckets. And here we have the Beauty and the Beast room. Let me see if I get some lighting on this, because this is a really cool room. So you can kind of see a Lego version of Lumiere there. And then we have the Rose in the Jar. And then over here we have a kitchen, which is pretty neat. It's got some vegetables in a barrel, a pumpkin. We've got some glasses up there, a stove, another broom, pots and pans, a cleaver, a knife. This is really neat. It's one of the bigger rooms, and I actually probably would have liked to see some more space utilized towards more of the fun kind of hidden Disney gems. But right above that, we also have the inside of this spire over here, and I'll try to get some more lighting here, but we have Aurora's wheel, the spinning wheel. And as we know, Maleficent cursed that wheel to put her to sleep, presumably in that bed. And here's a little hidden compartment which I found pretty cool. So when you look at the pictures, this is really not much, but this part actually slides out. So we can get it out here. There you go. And it pops out really easily. It's not connected by anything that makes it difficult to get off, but we have a couple of pieces in here. Let's see if we get that out. And there is Cinderella's glass slipper in there. And of course, it's a Lego version, so it's tough to get details on a glass slipper, but you can see it in there. So this is like a little box that contains a slipper. And we also have a fairy tale book, which is pretty cool. Let's see if we can focus in on these here. And this actually opens up. And sure enough, once upon a time. So I'll go ahead and put these back. And close it up. And there's the whole thing from behind. Do a quick view again. There we go. And this is our middle piece of the castle. Again, still huge. This is well over a foot. Let's go ahead and turn that around for you. Now, I actually haven't put all the components together yet, so I'm curious to see how tall this thing is going to be when it's complete, but I'm almost not sure of where I'm going to store it because it looks a lot bigger than I had anticipated. And there's one last shot there. So let's get everything in place for the main part of the castle, and then we'll go ahead and put it together. All right, and here we are with the base of the castle. This thing is big and it's heavy. It was actually tough to move it. But let's go in for some detail shots, and as you can see, we've got, you know, our flags, we've got our lower spires. And again, there's the attention to detail in this piece is just amazing. Very time consuming, but there's so many little things for Disney fans that are just really cool to look at. You got a couple of frogs here with a one of the princess crowns. You know, all the bricks. Let's zoom in here. Clock is approaching midnight. And this one's going to be tough to tilt up to get some more lighting here, but of course the door's open, and we'll show you what are behind those doors right now. Alright, and we're at the home stretch here. So this is the back of the base of the castle. Sorry I had to cut video there, but this thing is too big and heavy to easily turn around. But let's take a look at some of the details. So the top platform, pretty, you know, not much going on there. There is a bow and arrow and a some target practice shots there. And this takes up the whole floor of this castle. So again, I haven't put the whole thing together yet, so we'll see how it turns out once the spires and the top half are put together. Again, sorry the lighting is poor here, but there's some really cool things going on. Let's see if I can get some of the lighting here. You've got the carpet hanging from the wall there, right above the magic lamp. You got a couple of the statues of armed guards. We've got a vase of flowers there. They're really cool. This is on the other side of the doorway, but you know, kind of a foyer there with a chandelier. And again, these are all things that are pretty time consuming when you're putting them together, but yeah, you know, it's one of those things that when you're done, you really appreciate how much detail went into it. So I actually love that chandelier. And then we have a grandfather clock, another knight, you know, kind of a suit of armor that's there on display, and then we have some shields attached to the wall that are, you know, some sort of crest. But again, here's the whole thing. All right, and here it is in all its glory. I had to take a few steps back because it is just too big to get into a close-up shot, but here is the final version of the Disney Castle from Lego. Again, this will be available September 1st, and it will run $350. It is 4,080 pieces, and though $300 seems like a lot, this is pretty on par with what most Lego sets cost per piece. So also there was a lot of development, it looks like, for pieces that are specific to this. So again, this will probably hold its value pretty well. Got all my characters set up on the steps there, and Tinkerbell, sorry, hanging over them. And here we are. And I'll do a quick shot of all the detail now that it's in one piece. So going from the top spire here, and kind of look at all the little details there. We'll try to get you a 360 view before we pan out again. And there it is from behind. Again, if you're a Disney fan, you're going to appreciate every aspect of this. So, just coming down from the top spire, we'll do a quick shot of every room. So again, nothing really at the top tower there. Then we have the Evil Queen's lair, our cannons that fire. I know it's dark here, but that is the spinning wheel from Sleeping Beauty. We have our kitchen, our Rose in the Jar and Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast. We have our Sorcerer's Apprentice room right there. We got our bedroom up at the peak of the castle, our little dream suite, and then down here we have kind of the foyer with some of the details, like the knights in the armor, our lamp with magic carpet. And here we are again. I'll switch this over, and we'll go ahead and put the box back there. We'll get a quick shot of everything together. And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The Disney Castle from Lego. Again, this is now that this is my first time seeing it, all three parts put together, so I'm pretty baffled. I have no idea where I'm going to put this, but it is beautiful. I'm really happy that I did pick this up. So again, available now if you're a VIP member on Lego.com, or if you can find it in stores. And other than that, you'll have to wait until September 1st. Thanks again for watching.